Every parent who has read a book to a child, or seen that child begin reading on their own, knows the difference a single book can make in a child's life. But millions of children go to bed without a bedtime story, without books they can call their own. Ann Richardson believed in the amazing power of RIF to change lives. She dedicated herself to inspiring RIF volunteers to make reading a fundamental part of every home in America. Tonight, we honor all our volunteers, now nearly 500,000 strong. We celebrate their dedication through the Ann Richardson Volunteer of the Year Award.
As a librarian, I had had book fairs, and they were well awaited and an exciting time for the children when we had book fairs. But some children got a lot of books, some children got no books, and there were those children that saved their pennies, I know, for the entire year. But there were never enough pennies to buy the book that they really wanted. 15 years ago, I applied for a RIF grant and was awarded a RIF grant. And ever since then, the children in our schools, preschool through 8, have received at least 3 books every year. We are building personal home libraries. You own something. If you're a child and you might be having issues, you still own something. You own those books, and they're the books that you chose. We encourage the children not only to build those libraries, but to put in the front of the book, this book belongs to. If you're trying to teach a young child to read, you have to have material in the home for them to read. If you want parent involvement, you can encourage them, but they have to have books to work with to read to their children in the home, and RIF does that. You don't get any better than parents working with their own children in the home. And if RIF sends books home that child selected that they wanted to read, that's just about as good as it can get.
My name is Barbara Sovereign. I taught for 20 years. I was a reading specialist, and I think that's why I became so interested in RIF. We get to the school about 8 o'clock in the morning, and we get the books organized. We get ourselves set up. By then, we've already organized the volunteers that are going to come to the school, and about 8:30, we actually start the program where the volunteers go into the kindergarten through 3rd grade classrooms and read to the students. And then there is a schedule set up where the students come to the library or the multi-use room, and they get to choose a book. Are you all set? Working with wonderful volunteers, wonderful coordinators makes it so easy. It isn't like you have to twist arms to get people to read for RIF. Every time I have called to ask someone if they can read for RIF, they will say yes. It seems like people really make time in their lives to read for RIF. We are distributing 5,700 books each year. We also include Spanish books for the students because many of our students are Hispanic. No one in the home can speak English, and this gives them that opportunity because they bring home a new book and ask mom or dad or grandma or grandpa to read this book to them. Just to see the smiles on their faces, and every time I hear them say, I really don't have to bring this book back, I don't have to bring it back to the library, I don't have to bring it back to my teacher, you know that it means a lot to them.
Aloha!
I've started really wanting to have a theme for every RIF instead of just a book distribution. We make it fun, make it memorable for the kids. Aloha! We don't just have a RIF distribution, we have a RIF party. And today we're doing Aloha Reader, which the way we're using it is it's the end of the year, and Aloha means hello, and it also means goodbye. So we're saying, hello Reader, nice to see you today. And then goodbye Reader for the summer, we'll miss you and keep reading. I've learned that our school has a really good foundation of parents. It's just tapping it, calling, and if you call and ask them, a lot of them are willing to help. And the problem is, if you don't call them and ask them, they don't know who to offer their help to. Pretty much everybody I've ever had come and volunteer for a RIF are ready to go again when it comes back around. They love it, and they are, when they leave here, they're putting the next RIF down on their calendar.
Mahalo.
I do it for the kids. I mean, when they get to come in there and that little break from school and they get the snack and they get the drink, but when they get that book and they put their name in that book and then they put RIF, and believe me, I don't think there is a kid in our school that does not know what RIF stands for. It's theirs and they're gonna get to take it home. That's what I do it for. I do it to see them happy. It's for the kids. It's all for the kids.
Aloha, RIF.
Congratulations to this year's winners, and thank you to all RIF volunteers.